Hello. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. Hi from Michigan. I'm from Michigan originally, but now I live in Southern California. Hi, Deb. Hi, Beverly. Hi, guys. Let's see. Oh, let me turn this on. There we go. Now I can see. Deborah, Vicky, Kay, Pam, Suzanne, Beverly, Gail, Lori, Coastal California. I'm kind of inland California. Angelica, Carolee. Hi, Lori. Hi, guys. Welcome. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see if my other camera was hooked up. Well, hello in Australia. Oh, so exciting. Let me get something to focus on. And Chattanooga. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Ignore. Sorry. Really need to talk to my video people behind the scenes. Oh, that would be a conversation I would have with myself. Okay. All right. Well, I can see it. Ooh, I can move even closer to me. Hi. Hello, everybody. So it is Wednesday. You look great. Love your top. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is it Carola? I love that. That was a hard thing to say. We must close inland California. We must be close. I'm inland. I'm San Diego. I'm really Ramona. San Diego County. I mean, it sounds really exclusive, but okay. Oops. All right. Hi, Rhode Island. This is so fantastic. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Anne. Hello, Anne. Hello, Sherry. We'll get started in 2 minutes. Anybody join us for the art party this weekend? Whew. Hello. Hi, Nan. Hi, Nan. My friend Nan. I miss you guys. Did y'all do the free art party over the weekend? Was that not crazy? Deborah, oh good. Linda, hello. I can't say thank you enough to those who participated. It was a party. It was crazy and crazy good. It was great. My funnest classes. I enjoyed it. Great. Linda, loved the art party. That was amazing. So much fun. Hump day, hello. Gail, hump day, hello to you. Yeah, it was a really crazy weekend. I have to tell you, I don't want to play favorites with the art party, but that was pretty dang amazing. Deborah just said it so perfectly. My brain was firing on all pistols. I didn't get to see every class. I replayed a few. I saw most of them I saw before, but um, it was just amazing. I had to go to a birthday. I had to go to a birthday party, and so I stopped watching once I took my Fireball gift pack. I needed to tune out after that, but it was amazing and really thankful to my team who puts all that together, and it was amazing. The videos are available for 2 months, so you will be able to see them. I'm thrilled to be part of Tracy's tribe. Just watch that video. Okay, so it's 5:30. I am Tracy Weinzapfel. I'm coming to you live from my studio. It's been a long day. I use art journaling to relax, unwind, and every Wednesday I jump on here for free and I art journal. And usually the third Wednesday, I think we're only the second, crazy, is mixed media. I jump back into that world. If you think that I am blowing a Beyonce fan on me, It's not a Beyonce fan because she's much younger than I am. It's really a menopausal fan to keep me from spontaneously combusting from the inside out. Normally that oscillates, but when it moves, I feel like I have to move with it. So I've put it directly on me so that I don't have to sweat to death through this entire experience. So I live in Southern California now. I'm originally a Michigan girl. And when I say Michigan, I mean Michigan State, go green. And so I'm just here to create. I don't practice. I don't give a supply list. Typically my supply list is just your basic watercolors will get you through. And I create from whatever space I'm in. I think that was, we did a morning meditation to kick off the art party. And I've never had such a resounding response to something. Thank you, Erin, for your comments. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I continue to do Linda Martin. She wants to know how to find me. I feel the need to just, it's one person, but she really wanted to watch, so I'm going to respond. Hold on. I just have to do this. I love you too, Erin. Please go to my Facebook page and hit refresh. And I should be there. I don't know what it is. I want to say this about Facebook because it's one of the greatest things about my business and connecting. But sometimes, they don't make it obvious. And if you have, X number of people and it only channels out to, is Ann there? Ann is here. Linda Ann is here. I mean, I wonder if she thinks maybe if Ann is there. Ann, might you help Linda? All right. So, this is just the way I'm coming from a much better space today. I've had a lot of little things going down, but yeah, it's sometimes you have to I don't know how to tell people. You guys, if you're a member of your artful journey, thank you for being part of my tribe. I'm grateful for that. If you're wondering about how to be a part of your artful journey, the doors are closed, but I'm going to make a few announcements. By the way, I get the first 15 minutes to talk about whatever I want to talk about on Wednesday because why? It's my page and I have lots to share. We finished the art party this weekend and it was utterly amazing. I want to thank all of the artists and I want to thank my team for that, which I've done profusely. Next thing is, the next question I get is, when is the next art party? Which is the number one question we get. Well, guess what? We have another one in October. And we do. I'm not going to say when. I won't give the save the date yet, but that's already in the works, and I want to thank my team for that. It is in October. So that's the next art party. The other question I get was, how do you become a member of your artful journey, and why are the doors closed? Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to find. And do you have the wait list? It doesn't seem to be. Hold on. I got to talk to my people about the production. I am the production, just so you know. Okay, so I got a lot of questions after my video because, yeah, and can you help Linda Martin? Because I really know she wants to be here. So Your Artful Journey is my art journaling membership group. The doors are going to open in September, and we are doing another art journal challenge. If y'all want to see, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to share it, but it's kind of behind the scenes. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Watch me now. See that list of all that stuff right there? Those are all the projects and stuff that I have to video and do. If you all know my art journal challenge, I do one every couple of months. If you're a member of my tribe, please stand up, take a bow, and tell everybody. But if you want to join the wait list, you can join twice a year. the next launch is in September. The doors open then. Hello, Nadini Beanie. I love you. I hope you're resting, and I hope I can inspire you from bedside. I love you, my friend. So if you're wondering about the next challenge, I am going to do another one, and we're going to make it like 4 days, 3 morning meditations. Look at my tribe just stand up and raise their hands. Thank you very much. It is the best thing ever, and the waitlist people get notified first, and that is how it goes. We send the email out. Thank you, you guys. I love you so much. It's so amazing. Today, I thought, I don't know who is new. Your Artful Journey members just join us every week because we just keep our creativity going, but our members only morning meditation is this Friday at 8 a.m. I love you all. And we just had some stuff. So, all right. So let's talk about art journaling. What do you need for it? You need heart. You need that I just want to let it out, yearning to contribute to this little art journey, to do something creative in your little life. That's it. It doesn't take a lot of skill. It doesn't take a lot of materials. Yes, I have a whole wall full of paint, and I get to teach from that space. But I tell people all the time, if you have a basic art journal, your diary, basic watercolors, and thank you so much for loving my blouse, basic watercolors, a fine and ultra fine Sharpie, if you have some white and black permanent pens, I mean, that's it. And so I want to create from that space tonight. I do answer questions as we go along. Every Wednesday, I'm here free doing a demo, doing what I love. No, I don't prepare everything and show you this is what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing until I'm doing it. And yes, I use permanent marker, but if you are one of those people who says, I can't draw a stick figure, I am going to actually say to you, in the history of my painting being, I've never painted a stick figure. Now, there might have been the occasional on a bar napkin playing hangman where I drew the stick figure and the stick figure grew all these parts and fingers and limbs and whatever because I was being funny. I don't technically draw stick figures. Tonight we're going to just rein it back in and do something basic, and you can choose to do what you do with it. I am going to use basic watercolors, and I do I love that, everybody. And what's my number one rule about tonight? By the way, I still have 6 minutes to talk. Let's meet in a bar. I love you all. I'll meet you all in a heartbeat. What's my number one rule? I think your Artful Journey members, if I hold this up. Hi, Cindy. My number one rule. Okay. So I'm going to divide my screen while we're talking so y'all know. Hi, Cindy. By the way, Cindy is the owner of Dare to Be Artsy, which is the company that makes my stamps. So I am surrounded. It's just a piece. Look at this. Y'all, if it goes bad, thank you, Nan. Wow. It's just a piece of paper. So this is why my art journal is contained in this space. Obviously, you can see I'm working on things. And some are unfinished. Look, this is unfinished. By the way, these are unfinished because your Artful Journey members deep dive into all of this. We're doing this on Friday. We're going into our background. That's exactly what it is. And I think too many of us forget that's what it is. And by the way, you know, if it's a real issue for you, buy an inexpensive piece of paper or contact me and I'll mail you a piece of paper. But so far I've been so good about not having to mail people a piece of paper. My art journal is filled with my life. I've got stress going on right now. I relieve some of it today. But also, you know, I've got kids in college. I'm a single mom. And I own a home. They might bury me under it. I live in Southern California. I probably could move to Michigan. But what I want to say to you is we have a lot of excuses, especially as women, why we can't create, why we can't find 15 minutes in our day to do something for ourselves. So that's where I'm creating from. That's what I'm going to talk about. And that's what your Artful Journey members do on a daily, weekly basis. And so I'm taping this off because I love OCD, nice clean edges. And just remember the time that the creative time that you make for yourself makes you show up better in life for all of the people around you. And I feel really passionate about that because on a daily basis, I'm a loop. And I am going from one thing to another constantly, looping, you know. And I'm moving my kids into college. And it's exciting. And also, you know, I've been a single mom, so I want to just share that with you. But now it's time to create and it's time to let it go. So that's why on Wednesdays, by the way, all of the videos that I do on Wednesday are available on my Facebook page and they get uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you don't see it live, you can go back and re-watch it. And anything that I talk about, I try to supply you with the supply list. I do encourage people to use what you buy and collect. I know a lot of craft collectors. So that's what I want to say. Also, always know that you might not be creating from a positive space. You might just be letting it go on that page. Don't delete it. Don't X it out. That page, when you turn back and you look at it, you might be able to realize years later the position you were in, how you felt, and the other thing was how far you've come. I'm also going to try and start signing my work. So if you all want to remind me to do that, please do it. Okay, it is 5:43. We're going to start painting. We don't need a full hour. Well, I hope we don't need a full hour because I've been talking endlessly. Thank you so much. So let's get painting. So the book I'm using right now is, we do have a link to my resources page and we can give you a link. So this is a 5.5 by 8.5 watercolor book. I use watercolor or mixed media. If you're on a budget, mixed media will go further. I like to keep my supplies on a budget because I'm on a budget. And I don't mind saying I'm on a budget because I'm a mom. I'm on a budget. All right, I'm looking for, look at this. This is what I hate when I don't throw markers away. So somewhere in there's a bad marker. But we'll find it. All right. Here's the marker that I marked my daughter's spider bite with yesterday. So I know this one's good because I used it on her skin. All right. Hi, everybody. I will answer questions as much as I can. We're going to start from a white page. And no, I am not going to pre-draw in a pencil. I am going to just go for it and start drawing. And then I'm also going to talk to the man upstairs and say, please, let us all come to something that resembles a drawing. I like to, by the way, use things that I have around me. So this is around me. This is a really dirty water bottle. And I don't really like to center things, so I'm just going to put it off to the side. And I'm going to draw around it. And yes, that's a Sharpie. And yes, this may not be, oh, I just moved the bottle, so it's not going to be perfect. But that's okay. Look at that good start we have. That was just, I needed a circle. All right, now I don't know how big these leaves are going to be, but these petals, I shouldn't say leaves because really it's a petal. Now, is every petal going to be the same? Well, no, because obviously I don't know how to draw the same thing 6 times. I just wanted to start and prove that, you know, even if you don't have a plan, you don't have to. Now, the reason I put the tape there, how handy is this? I can go off on the tape. Oh, I love everybody saying it's great to create again. None of what I'm doing is going to turn out perfect, but if y'all anticipate it's not going to turn out perfect, then we're all going to get along just fine. All right. Who's painting with me tonight? Oh, wow, that really is just a gigantor. These are gigantor petals, but I guess that's where I'm creating from. And I guess that's okay. And I really normally don't start with the fine point, but I did just because it's the first thing I grabbed. But normally I start with an ultra fine. But we are making a commitment to the paper because I find that if I'm working in pencil, I start erasing and then I realize that there's 20 other directions I could have gone in. So I erase it, erase it, erase it. So is this perfect? It is absolutely imperfectly perfect. I'm fine with it. We're going to roll on. All right. Oh, I didn't pick colors. What do you, does somebody want to name a, I know a lot of y'all know my normal. I love a good travel set. I don't really want to work in blues. So don't even go with the blues right now. Thank you, Nadine. Don't this is that Odyssey set by Prima. That's a great set. Now, normally I work in the classics and I need to order about 6 more sets of those. I'm just going to look. I meant a whole set. Okay, I heard magenta. You all know my tropicals. You know my drink. Okay, plums. Okay, I'm hearing plums. All right. I feel bold. All right. Okay, yellows. You guys, okay. I'm going to grab it all out. All right. Thank you. This is how, oh, Patty, normally I would go with a pastel, but I am kind of feeling a little, not, I was going to say bold and beautiful just to joke. I do have paint brushes that I love. I'm going to grab this one. This is the Quill 7700. It's a water lily brush. It's kind of big, but because we're working so large, orange, red, yellow, magenta, tropicals, got it. Okay, registered. I registered. There we go. Pinky. All right. So I'm just going to open 2 sets. You don't have to. There we go. Now, I think I might be able to work 1 color set here, 1 color set there, call it a day. Here we go. I am going to wet my brush and I love we're going to go wet on wet here with the petals. Now, y'all have to realize I can see most of the comments, some of the comments, and they just fly by. And I do my best. Ooh, my watercolor set is really dirty. There's a lot of green in that. But so we're just going to, oh, that's okay. I don't know what I wet there and what I didn't. I feel like I'm missing some very important information that's flying by, but I can't. My water got wet, so I'm just going to wet all this and just go with it. All right. Now I heard magenta, I heard orange, I heard red. So what the heck? Let's just do it all. And while we're at it, why don't we just make this all yellow too, because we'll just figure that out. And we're going to let the watercolors do its thing. And just remember, we're all creating from a different space. We're all feeling different colors. Don't feel like you have to use my same colors. I dipped into this Maui. I'm in the Odyssey set right now. And I'm just, yellow, orange. Lines are optional. Okay. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. I will try to get in there and answer. Okay, this color is Rome. It's kind of a magenta. So, oh yes. And keep that brush. The watercolors are going to follow the water, so that's cool. Oops, I went into the orange. Who cares? Y'all picked wonderful colors tonight. I don't know about you, but kind of loving it. And I don't want to overtouch this. So I feel like we don't need a leaf on this, and I don't need to overthink that. But I do want this to dry so that I can get our background done. And this is the stuff that we do in your artful journey where we just deep dive into bigger things. Now this is just a free quickie demo. I love everybody in my group just goes to it and then shares. Now, yep, I'm letting everything go in the middle. Another thing you can do before you dry it, but put clean water, wipe your brush, and you can wipe color away. If you need to wipe things away, I don't have a towel out, so it's hard for me to, okay, there we go. I can wipe color away. Ooh, I'm sticking to the tape. Oh, don't put your hand in your work, Tracy Ann. All right. But it's really for me not overthinking it and feeling like this has to be perfect, because heaven knows that's never going to happen in my world. All right, let me go into these tropicals because I'm feeling, I pulled the set out, I might as well use it. Now I do kind of want this to dry. The watercolors follow the water. So what I really do, I don't care about these. I got it out of the lines. That's okay. I'm going to do the background. And I think what I'm going to do is like this aqua color. I don't know what these colors are called. They don't name them. The tropicals, like this blue here and this green. And I just don't want it to follow it into the flower. See, like the tips of these flowers have a lot of water in them, so let's just dry this off. I don't need that to be all wet. The dryer, this is a heat gun, by the way. A hair dryer works the same. When I'm doing a demo like this, I'm kind of moving through things. Where do you buy your watercolors? Linda Martin. There is a resource page that Anne will post for you. It's everything that I use, I list. Or I don't use it because then I know I'm going to have to answer this question. So I've got clean water now. All right, clean water, sort of clean water. And I'm going to carry on this philosophy of the wet on wet because that seems to be fun. And let's see what colors end up out here. It's kind of fun because ooh, stay in there, please. I don't need you out of there. You're still wet, but that wasn't asking you out. Doesn't matter. All right, so I'm just going to wet this up a little bit. Yeah, see, I told you the ends of my petals were wet, but who cares? So I'm going to come in here with this tropical set, and I'm going to, just, now one way to not have the colors blend together is to keep it from separate, keep it dry. I don't really care. It's not the end of the world that they all start running together and blending and having fun. They play together nice. Now it'll appear that I have, let's see, do I have a blue in this group? Oh yeah, I do, right here. That's blue. Yeah, all right. It's just fun to see what they do and how they blend together. Yep. Color are you? Ooh, yes. Let's drop a little bit of blues in there. Let's get a nice little, see how that, just dropping some blue in there. Who's painting? Who's painting? All right. Now let's do the other side. I love to see these colors blend together. And what's even more fun is when you use different paint sets and just see how they play. And remember the lines that I made are like my dad calls stop signs. They're advisories only. Yes, he taught me to drive. It's always helpful when the man who taught you to drive said that would be an advisory to stop. Dad, that's not an advisory. It's called the law. But okay. And obviously, I learned to drive in like the backwoods of Michigan where we didn't have a lot of stop signs, so I didn't have to worry about it. Whoops. So what a basic shape that we have. And I'm quite pleased. I've got a lot of water rolling. I'm just going to take this little towel and soak up some of the water because otherwise it's going to take me a while to dry it. But I don't care. hi, Tracy, do you have a Facebook page that your fan and followers can post your work? You are welcome to post it right on my business page. Thank you, Cindy, for saying you love the colors. Your Artful Journey members, they always post their artwork 7 seconds after I get offline and share their work. Sorry, I just looked. I forgot that little part right there. So I'm just going to go like this. Boop. No, now I got to dig in here. You know the one thing my dad neglected to teach me, and I think he just gave up? Parallel parking. Like, oh, you're good enough. If you fail the parallel parking, you're fine. By the way, Cindy, should I use a stamp in here? Let's use one of my stamps in here. Booyah. Let's grab that bad boy out. Not that I am kissing up to the owner of Dare to Be Artsy, but I do work with her, so why not? Thank you. Oh my God, Tammy just said exactly my thought. My father taught me to drive too, so I can do a 3-point turn, but never taught me how to parallel park. I can park a truck. I could park an F-350 in a Yugo spot, but I cannot parallel park. Who has stamps rolling around in their art supplies? Well, guess what? We can use those. Tammy, I keep driving around a block, and then I tell my friends, we sometimes do the fire drill where everybody goes, okay, who can parallel park of my girlfriends? And somebody will in the back seat will say, I can. So what we do is we stop, and then we all switch seats. Oh, I can reverse park like no biz. I call that the quick getaway parking. Like when I'm running into a store, it's like, oh my God, I gotta be out of here in 5 minutes. Yeah, my dad neglected parallel parking, so I will do anything not to parallel park a car. This is my texture stamp by Dare to Be Artsy. The packaging does look something like this, but you don't have to use it. You can draw circles, you can draw whatever. Hi, Iris. If you're just popping in, you'll be able to follow along, and you'll be able to watch this later on my YouTube channel. So I love a good Ranger archival ink because it's permanent. Is this dry? Hold on. Here's the dry test. Okay, it's somewhat dry. I'm just wondering. Look at, so by the way, I usually use this for the center of my flowers. Look at how perfect that was. Hello. Oh, you know what? Might as well just stamp it over there. So I know you guys have like tons of stamps that people keep and hoard. Well, guess what? It's time to use them. That's my flower. Oh, look at how perfect that looks. I couldn't have planned that better. All right. And if I would have planned it, it wouldn't have worked. Ooh, look at this stamp. Okay, so let's do this stamp right in the middle. Or draw another circle. I don't care. It's just fun. Okay. It's so not perfect. I love every part about it. All right. Now, let's get that ultra fine Sharpie rolling. Remember the one I said I had 3 of them out? This is ultra fine. I mean, you can find these at Home Depot, for heaven's sake. Here we go. So ultra fine Sharpie. And we're just going to start doodling and drawing and just playing games. Okay. Ooh, now this is one of the bad ones. So what do? We throw it away, Miss Tracy. All right. That's fine. I just pulled a new one out. Oh, yeah. God, there's nothing better than the smell and the feel of a new Sharpie. What other pens can you use? I like permanent pens. Microns work great. I like anything that's not going to roll away with water. Oh, did somebody just say a new car has the option that'll let a parallel park for you? Oh my God, I would not. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm really just scribbling in here because why? It just feels good and it's how I relax. And so You know, if I hold this up to you and I just say, look at the center of that flower. Yeah. See? So we're just going to leave that. We're going to let that go. What are we going to do in, okay, now, remember all those lines that we said, you know, I kind of feel like I'm going to use my Aquarellable pencil because I'm feeling that way. What's an Aquarellable pencil? Well, that's a stub, right? This is larger. It's a Stabilo Aquarellable. It's on my resources page, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about the middle of my flower here. Let's just get some simple. What am I doing? I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's very relaxed. We're not stressed. We're just feeling the flow of those petals. Kind of meeting in the... No, I really feel like this one is not my new one. Hold on. I know I'll get to the third one and it'll be my new one. I gotta order another of those. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, this is just a real, I'm just going back and forth, really. What's nice about that painter's tape is it just allows you to keep going so you're not cutting off your drawing. Oh, can you move out of my way, please? So Linda, I'm working in watercolors. I'm not working in acrylics. I did not prepare my page. When you're working in watercolors, you do not want to use gesso. You'd have to, because otherwise you're priming and sealing your page. Watercolors like to absorb into the surface. So you can use a mixed media paper or a watercolor paper. I'm using watercolor paper. Now see, I don't stress when I go out of the lines because I'm just making new ones, by the way. Just remember that, like, people ask all the time, you know, do I gesso, prime it? Nope, this was raw paper. This was just, I could draw in my bed, for heaven's sakes. Just, I don't always start with drawing. I don't always start with colors. Sometimes I reverse it, and I challenge your Artful Journey members to do different things. We're working in acrylic backgrounds this month. So we already have our backgrounds pretty much done, and tomorrow or Friday we have morning meditations. So I am just working on the raw paper. Now, this Aquarellable pencil, it's nice to have a sharp tip. It's activated by water, so remember that. It's activated by water, and I can use water on it, or I can just use it right out of my... So I'm going to come right, I'm sorry, this is actually how I prefer my pencils to be because I like to be able to have that control. But I'm just going to come in here now and I'm just going to, this is why I never care about the lines and what's in the line and out of the line because I'm making new lines. And I'm just... Now I'll continue to sharpen this. Pam says I was gifted a sketchbook. I don't know the exact sketchbook. If it's a drawing paper, and it depends on, most of your drawing papers are not going to take too well to, especially if it has a smooth surface. It's not going to absorb the watercolors like you think you're going to do. And then you're probably going to also get a real warped situation, like where the paper warps pretty bad. So just keep that in mind. If you, a sketchbook is not going to be ideal. That's really meant for like pencil, because you're... Now what I'm going to do is a bad thing, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's my book and I get to do what I want. I'm going to actually use my Sharpie after I decided that I really want the tip. Oh, where did my... I'm looking for my... Where is that? I'm looking for the original Sharpie I had in my hand, but I got 17 of them. I'm sure I can find one here. Just the right. I'm gonna come in It's never too late to, I'm going to put a little point on my, I don't know why, but that just feels better to me. And by the way, I try anything on any type of paper. It's not going to spontaneously combust or blow up. I mean, that's not going to happen. So I always say just give it a go. Now I'm going to come in and I'm just going to draw some. That's why I always get the like, will this work with this? Now, I'm not an oil painter, so I don't use oils. Everything I use is water-based. So pretty much I will test and experiment with things. And if it doesn't spontaneously combust on my page, I'm pretty much good to go. So, and also my art journal is my idea book. So if it works, then I go to canvas and wood and all these other things. And I'm going to come in here and further those little dots that I had going. Because weren't those fun? And I'm just going to put them. And what a release. Today I had a conversation with a few artists that I work with. And one of the things that we were reiterating is the whole enjoy the process. For me, this is a real let it go situation. So that's what I'm doing. Now, if you're wondering what I could rub some water or spit, but a little bit of water, moisten this up. Not a ton. I also can do it, by the way. Remember I said that Aquarellable Pencil is activated by water. So I'm going to take just a thin brush and I can actually do some shading. Keep that brush a little wet. And that Aquarellable Pencil will do its thing. That's listed. I don't buy them. Somebody asked me if I buy them in all the colors. I don't. I only use black. Sometimes white. But I don't even find that the white is enjoyable. I like the black. Now, what are we going to do with this background? One must think. Oh, I got it. And I'm not going to overthink this process. Yes, I am. I'm definitely going to overthink it because I literally wake up in the morning and I say to myself, what can I overthink today? Oh, wait a minute. Everything. It's such a great gift. See how that just a little bit of, all right, really darken that up. All right, and I'm going to wipe that off. Remember that texture stamp that I had sitting right there? And who needs to put that on a stamp? Not me. I'm going to darken up the edges. I might add a little bit of white. What time do we got? 6:13. This girl is going to complete this page in minutes because that's how I'm feeling. I'm just going to come along here and I actually had a little, just put a little something something in my background. Nothing too grand, okay? Just a little something. I'm going to take my stencil brush, just this, with that same ink pad. Oh yeah. And I'm going to, now my ink pad, by the way, is like not so great in the ink department. But what do y'all think? I mean, it was kind of, see those blues and those greens and the corners. Just adding a vignette. It's done. Okay, okay, okay. One other thing. I love a nice Posca paint pen. Now keep in mind the tip of my Posca pen is going to take a beating, but I don't care because that's how I roll. I have no paper to try this on. Yes, I do. Find a piece of paper. Okay, this is a Posca paint pen. I'm just going to come in. It is going to hate me for this. See, I told you. But sometimes I can get it to, I just have a white piece of paper I'm gonna, okay, there we go. It's not gonna like me for this, but I don't care. Sometimes you just gotta. Yeah, you know what that Posca pen is saying to me? Thank you for ruining the tip of me, but I just want a little bit. And by the way, I take the pen and I wipe off the tip of it because that Aquarellable and that are not going to get along. But I'm just coming from the edge. Yeah, I use my supplies and damage them, but some people don't use their supplies and save them from a rainy day, and then, you know, they're not around for that rainy day. Well, I'm here to use them, so. All right. Oops. And if you don't get it where you want it, just wipe it away. I sometimes go from the middle out, but today I'm kind of going from the, oh, today I'm going from the out in because I feel like it. Is this a sunflower iris? I don't know. It's a Dr. Seuss Tracy Weinzapfel invention. I'm not a gardener. I do have plants and herbs and I do attempt things, but I do have roses and night blooming jasmine, and I have lots of fruit and avocado. I have worthless avocado trees. They don't produce avocados. They just are named avocado trees. But I try not to take life so literal in everything I do. Now I know what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to take this pencil. It's the best part of any artwork for me. I'm just going to give myself a fine border. Just a fine, I'm just going to go right off that. That's what I'm going to do. I can go right onto that tape, but just along that tape with a sharp pencil. That's why I go through these pencils like nothing. All right. This was what was in my heart today. And you know what? I'm glad. I hope I'm still on the page here. Okay. We're going to remove this tape, everybody. And we're going to hope and pray that something like this just worked. You know? I kind of feel okay about it. I'm going to add a little emphasis to those tips that I said I added and then I'm going to be done. And I'm going to say in under 45 minutes, because we really were able to accomplish this in under 45 minutes. And oh, you could also do this, by the way. I was able to kind of get my day out and relax a little bit. Okay, and that was what I was thinking. And you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to name it. Now, I do study flowers, and I do study your artful journey. We dig deep into those flowers and types. And, you know, this looks like a hydrangea. I've done hydrangeas and all that. But when I'm doing a demo like this, it's really just, it could be a Horton Hatches a Who flower that we can't name. I don't know what that flower is. Don't forget to sign it. Okay, that's my new commitment. After all of the, okay, what is this thing? That's an erasable. Okay, I'm going to sign this. Now, do I sign it on the outside? Nadine says, this piece makes me so happy. Or do I sign it on the inside? Or do I sign it on the back? Crud. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come up with the best signature possible. This is going to drive me absolutely bonkers. All right, I'm going to do it right here. T. I did it. I did it. I did it. I didn't want to do it. I did it. It's down there. That's fine. Now I know that when the Lord takes me, you know, then my kids are sitting on a gold mine on this one piece of art that I just signed. By the way, I'll hold this up. I do photograph this, and I do encourage date it. I don't want to date it. I mean, baby steps, Nadine. I just put my name on it. I'm sure I signed your artwork though. I don't know. I usually sign the back. Okay. I do photograph this, and I will share it tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll take 5 minutes to clean up. I'll go eat my dinner. And I just want to thank you because this was a great way for me to share what I love so much and what I'm passionate about. And if you have any questions, by the way, feel free to contact me. You can send a homing pigeon my way, pretty much San Diego area. If you go too far, you'll hit Mexico. Otherwise, you could send me an email. And this video does go to YouTube. Also, there's a ton of stuff on my YouTube channel. There's a ton of stuff on my YouTube channel. If you need some further inspiration, there's lots of stuff that dates back to when I started this little gig. And I thank you so much. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for sharing. I'm live every Wednesday here on my Facebook page, if you can find me. If Facebook allows you to find me. And also the third Wednesday of the month, we do mixed media. Iris, thank you, just said you are my favorite online artist. Thank you. There's a lot of online artists. Blessings to all of you, and I will see you all soon. I want to send healing hugs out to my friend Nadine, who is here tonight. And I will, your Artful Journey members, I will see my tribe on Friday morning at 8 a.m. Talk to y'all soon. Don't forget, when you're on my YouTube channel, make sure to hit subscribe, because it makes me feel good when that number jumps up by 1. Talk to y'all soon, and thank you so much for even being just being part of my artful journey. Talk to y'all soon.